All right, just tapping in here with you guys to go over this recent news because Swift is involved with a cryptocurrency that I've talked about for years, and it's not XRP. I'm on the MacBook camera. I couldn't even set up the real webcam for this one. I just had to bang this out. They just got accepted. Well, Chainlink's been accepted into the Bank of England's synchronization lab for a while now. But today, Swift has announced that they're also part of the Bank of England's synchronization lab. That means that there's an indirect, layered partnership, right? We've talked about layered connections and layered partnerships on this channel for a while. It basically means that you have a crypto token here, you have another company in the middle, and that company is connected to something giant. Ripple and XRP have a ton of these, including with Swift, layered partnerships that connect them to huge players. Chainlink, in my opinion, is so undervalued at under $10. And this is making it a staple in my crypto portfolio, my personal portfolio. I will be doing a personal crypto portfolio update for the Gold Squad members. Link is in the description if you're interested. Only the tier 2 VIPs will have access to that, by the way. I'm going to just show everything that's in my crypto portfolio, and you'll be able to see the coins and some of the angel investments that I've done. And here's the thing, though. What's the other hidden gem that's even smaller of a market cap than Chainlink and smaller supply than Chainlink? I bet you guys can name it. Some of you. QNT, Quant. Quant is an even bigger staple in my portfolio than Link. Why is that? Why am I betting harder on Quant than Link? The reason is because I am favoring more risk inside of my portfolio. The smaller the market cap, the more risk. Just based off solidities. How would you even say that? Based off fundamentals, how big the project is, how established it is so far, how well known it is. The less of that, the more technical risk there is. With Quant, I have a Quant theory. I'm going to be making a dedicated video going over my Quant theory on what I think is going to happen with Quant. But Chainlink and QNT are absolute staples. And I wanted to make this video because the Synchronization Lab is dedicated to interoperability for digital assets and coming together with the traditional finance system, which is the central banks like Bank of England, right? Quant is directly involved with Bank of England, Project Rosalind. We've been through it all. M-Bridge. I think it's called, M-Bridge, multi-DAP, multi-DApps, MDApps, all of that whole system is Project Rosalind and connected to Project Rosalind. They're doing cross-border FX settlement and DVP, tokenized securities settlement. We know that the whole world is going to be tokenized. This is part of the way they're going to save the financial system. But today, Swift announced this, and obviously Chainlink is putting out posts that they are also connected. They got selected on February 10, so a few days ago. And who knows, maybe the CBDCs of the world are going to be launched with Chainlink as the oracle. You got to bet on all the horses. You have to be in on all the horses. This is why being a maximalist and denying yourself other opportunities is really dumb in crypto. It paid off for specific Bitcoin people, but there's no room to be a maxi anymore. You cannot be a maxi. You are volunteering to opt out of certain money-making opportunities. That's what that is. The psychotic nature and delusional nature of a maxi could lead to you just missing out on full opportunities, or it could pay off. It could pay off. but never have your eggs all in one basket. Um, you can have a lot of your eggs in a specific basket, but make sure you're filling those other baskets. So Swift, we want to replace Swift, but it's not going to happen, in my opinion. It is not going to happen. Swift is going to integrate and merge with these other technologies, in my opinion. And everything seems to be leading towards that. So Swift has that Chainlink has that indirect connection. QNT has that indirect connection. They both, Quant has a direct connection with Bank of England. Link probably does too. If you guys know about those connections, drop a comment. But I just wanted to make this video because QNT, if we check the QNT price right now, we are sitting under $70 still. Okay, under $70. We're at 67.22. My quant theory will explain more about what I think will happen with them. Obviously, all of this stuff could go to zero. Like, you have to accept that, okay? You are playing in an industry full of fraud, snakes, vipers, king cobras, every snake in the book, greedy people, sinful people, scammers, etc. And obviously, the Bank of England is not going to work directly with a scam or select scams to do their work and try to help them. It's just not going to happen. They're not going to pick scams, right? These are heavily vetted projects like QNT and Link and XRP at the end of the day. So those three major staples in my portfolio, we're talking top 10 holdings, in the top 10 holdings. And then Chainlink is at 1 billion max supply, and you have Quant at 14 million. 14 million, that's less than Bitcoin. Now, supply is an arbitrary number, meaning it doesn't really matter. All of the gains are relative, right? All of the gains are relative. So just because XRP has 100 billion tokens does not mean it can't do insane gains, okay? And just because Quant has 14 million, that doesn't automatically mean it's going to go to 100K like Bitcoin, right? It has more of a chance at getting to that actual price, but it's all relative at the end of the day. Now, what does matter, and this is the only way that cryptocurrencies actually go up, okay? One of the only ways that cryptocurrencies go up is if holders buy it and they hold it and they refuse to sell at the market price that the market is currently giving. They are psychologically convinced that the token value should be higher. That's it. So with Quant, if tokens from that supply start getting eaten up by entities and people that do not want to sell at the current price, then it will go up. It is simple. Same thing goes for XRP. So what we need to be focused on is getting things that increase token value, because we have the interest, like everyone on this channel definitely doesn't work at Quant or work at Ripple or work at Chainlink, right? Unless some of you, maybe you do, if you're watching this. So our interest is as a token holder. So we need to do things and help the token value go up. And if that takes brainwashing people into, being convinced that this token value should be higher, then that's what we got to do. That's what the government did to us with regular currency. They have simply brainwashed the entire population into believing that a $20 bill is worth 20, and you'll even do work and labor for the $20 bill. It'll make you do things. That is a magic that has never been replicated until crypto, because now you're printing crypto, digital currencies, digital assets. You're printing them out of thin air. It's the same thing as the dollar. It's out of thin air. you can generate the tokens, right? Or they're mined, and then they're assigned a dollar value, right? That dollar value technically is also based on the supply. That's why Quant is $67 and XRP is $2 because it's relative to the supply. And that's why Bitcoin was able to also go to $100,000 per coin. It's because they have the scarcity. So think deeply about this. If you made it until the end, let me know let me know in the comments. Drop the word QNT in the comments, or chain link or QNT in the comments, and that'll let me know that you made it to the end of the video. Drop a like as well. Little housekeeping updates. Our portfolio app just went live for beta testing to the members. We're continuing to grow the biggest and best crypto education community on earth. I'm committed. We need DeFi, we need trading, we need meme coins, we need portfolio building, we need wealth protection, we need wealth creation, we need the ability to make you guys into founders of crypto companies, founders of AI companies, and we need education, and that's what we're doing. So thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you. I love every single one of you, and goodbye.